Hey guys, Jody Brown here, and I just wanted to come in this afternoon very quickly and share some snack ideas because it is just that time of the afternoon. I feel like the 2 to 4 range just seems to be a very common time that snacking becomes prevalent. Like I feel like for a lot of people, that's the time in the afternoon that maybe you don't feel like you have as much energy, so you immediately go to food or coffee or whatever it might be. Now, I will say that I have way more energy now than I did even before kids. Can talk about that at another time. But I do still feel like in the afternoons, a lot of times I kind of get that hankering to want to snack. So I just wanted to show you some things that I have around my house right now. And we're probably actually going to need to go to the store sometime soon. But I just grabbed a few things that I have that sometimes I will snack on. And these are very, very basic. This is nothing elaborate. So you're probably going to have these things and maybe you can use them now just to kind of get you through to the next meal instead of some of those other choices that maybe you have around the house for your family, for your kids, whatever it might be. I know for me, we have like the goldfish and we have all sorts of stuff that I don't need to be eating. Honestly, they're not even the best snacks for my kids, but we have them. And I need options so that I stay away from those and are not tempted to just nibble, because those little tiny nibbles, y'all, they add up. So we want to stay away from them. So very quickly, just a couple of things. And some of these are not going to be strict keto. They're going to be more low carb keto-ish because that's how I am. That's how I roll. So first thing, pork rinds. Super simple. Pork rinds that you can use even on top of, like, I like crush these up on top of salads. They're in a lot of recipes, and sometimes, yes, I will just snack on them. There are some that have different seasonings that are really good by different brands. The one thing I'll say about those, just make sure to read the label, because sometimes seasonings will have things in them that increase the carbs that we might not anticipate. So my recommendation would be just to make sure and y'all read the label. So these are plain. There's nothing fancy about these. And they have 0 carbs, 6 grams of fat. So pork rinds are an option. Like I said, I've gotten some at Harris Teeter before that are delicious. It's like there was a barbecue flavor and then like a cracked pepper. If you find those, y'all, they are really good. Okay, another thing that I have are almonds. Now, you've got to be careful with nuts. Nuts can add up quickly, y'all. So I love them, but they can add up quickly. I love almonds. Macadamia nuts are a great snack choice for keto, but again, you've got to watch your serving size. So for example, these almonds are for 1/4 a cup. They are 2 net grams of carbs, or net carb grams, however you want to say it. But so that can add up quickly. If you eat a lot of them, that can add up. So make sure and check, but nuts are a great option. Same thing with peanut butter. So I get the natural so that it doesn't have those added sugars, but y'all, this stuff can add up quickly, and I have an issue with nut butters. I love peanut butter and I love almond butter, and I will eat way too much of it. I will eat way too much of it if I allow myself. So just make sure, again, to read the label and make sure to account this into your macros. I know that if you were following strict keto, a lot of you would probably say no to the peanut butter, which is fine. I say I love it and I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm going to need to enjoy it in moderation to make sure that things don't go overboard. So that is my tip with peanut butter. Make sure you go natural, and that it doesn't have like the added sugar and sweetener. Okay, so next thing, pepperoni. Not only do I use this to top off pizzas, but sometimes I will just grab some of these and some cheese, cut up some slices of cheese, and I'll just like put 2 pepperonis, a piece of cheese in the middle, pop it in for a snack. So this is Colby Monterey Jack cheese, but hey, whatever type of cheese. And a tip on this, block cheese is best, and then shred it up, because there are some, I believe it's like cornstarch ingredients in the shredded bags of cheese that, particularly if you are strict keto, you're not going to want. And honestly, there's just stuff in those bags of cheese that are just not good in general. This is a change that my family has made very, very recently. So we have a block of this cheese, mozzarella, and cheddar in the refrigerator. And now we just shred up what we need or cut it, like I said, pepperoni, cheese. Another idea is bacon. Just bacon bits or pieces of bacon can be a great snack as well. So, and like I said, cheese is on hand. Now I will say, if you are sensitive to dairy, dairy can cause inflammation in some people. So you just need to know yourself and know if cheese, dairy is a part of keto that you want to have in your lifestyle and how it works for your body. Okay, next up, I do like fruit. And the way that I get around that is with berries. Blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries are my go-tos. Some of those are better than others, so do keep that in mind. Again, for me, it's all about just keeping it within reason and moderation of what works for me and my body on my keto and low carb lifestyle. But berries, you want to stay away from bananas, apples, oranges, pineapple, watermelon, things that have higher sugar content. If you eat them, make sure to account them into your day and for what it would account into your macros. Okay, next up I have Quest bars. Some people love these, some of the people hate these. I have certain ones that I love, and nope, that's gonna be backwards for you. White chocolate raspberry and the birthday cake and the new one, chocolate donut. They are some of my favorites. These are not something that I recommend having on a daily basis of having a whole bar every single day as part of your daily routine. This is more of an occasional snack, or maybe even have a third of it or a half of it instead of the whole. These, obviously they are bars, y'all, so they are not going to have, these bars are just not all natural. So you want to keep that in mind. And they do have down here at like the last ingredient, sucralose. So it is in there, and that is not one of the best sweeteners. So I love them. I enjoy them. I use them as needed, but this, you likely do not want to be a part of like every single day for lunch or for a snack. I'm going to grab a Quest bar. Just use it in moderation and how it fits your lifestyle. Okay, then I also always keep these guys on hand. Low carb tortilla wraps. So these I will use like on tacos, like we might have tacos tonight or tomorrow night. Or I will actually take these and cut them up, put some olive oil and seasoning on top, and bake them in the oven at 250 for like 6-7 minutes, or until they're crispy, whatever works for you. Maybe it's 350. Anyway, super easy. I keep these on hand. It can also be used with wraps for lunch. Put some meat in there or cheese and veggies, and there you go. And then something that I love, y'all, I love chocolate, and I'm all about a lifestyle, so I need it to not feel restricted and to not feel like I'm following a diet. So that this is a lifestyle for me. And I have found that I really enjoy Lily's dark chocolate. I used to use Hershey's sugar-free, and I actually still have some in the pantry, but I have learned that they have, I can't remember which one, but it's one of the sweeteners that is not the best for you. You have to be careful with the sweeteners, because with some of them, your body will utilize them as sugar, and you don't want that. You do not want that. So Lily's is one of the ones that I love. And when I look at the back of this, just so that you know when you're looking at your net carbs, so it has 9 total net carbs, but 4 grams of dietary fiber and 3 of erythritol. So take that away, and a serving size of 60 of these chips is going to have 2 net carbs. Yes, please, sign me up. So these I have on hand as well. And then a completely, this is like my weekend treat. It is not strict keto at all. It is not the healthiest at all. It does not actually have probably too much nutritional value at all. But sometimes I want a sweet treat, and so I will take packets of sugar-free pudding, and I will use heavy cream instead of almond milk, so that it's like you're making pudding with heavy cream instead of milk. And when you whip that up, you're going to get like a mousse, and it's delicious. And I'll sprinkle a couple of the lilies on top. Again, I do not recommend doing that every day, y'all. I'm not saying that that is the greatest option. It is not the lowest carb option either, because you have to look at the back of those sugar-free packets. They are not the lowest in carbs. They're sugar-free, but not the lowest in carbs. So you'd want to make sure to account for that type of sweet treat. But that's just an idea. Those are some ideas that I hope will give you something to nibble on instead of your kids' lunch or snack or whatever it might be, so that you can stay on track and reach your goals. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful start to the week and a happy Monday, and we will chat soon. Bye, y'all.